Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and I am so freaking excited to share with you guys my first ever Crockpot meal that I obviously made. I'm going to show you guys how to make it. I love cooking. I love food, as you can see on my channel. I do what I eat in a day videos, and I am on a new intuitive eating journey, learning to have food freedom, no restrictions, no dieting, because I've been dieting for so long and I've always had, the thing in the back of my head of, oh, I had to count calories and all this stuff, So the fact that I actually get to make casseroles, I can start baking now, I can make stuff in the crock pot. Of course I can do all of this stuff, but I'm also still trying to say if I make sloppy joes, I some days can just have a sloppy joe and be fine and not add anything really nutritious to it and just have a sloppy joe. But if I am going to be hungry with that sloppy joe, then I'll add some green beans or broccoli or something like that that's pretty nutritious that I know will help my body as well, to like the side. So anyway, we are going to make all types of crock pot meals and baking, and just really, it doesn't have to be crock pot. I just love cooking, so I'm going to show you guys pretty much everything. There are going to be some videos where I just show you one particular meal that I make, and there are going to be other videos where I show you what I make meal prep wise, and or just a few recipes I made throughout the week. So I do want to say a special thank you to one of my really great friends, Mark, here. I was going to say here on YouTube. He's not on YouTube, but he's a friend of mine. He's super, super sweet. And we just had a really nice conversation talking about really me posting stuff that I want to actually post here on YouTube. And he's like, you seem to enjoy being in the kitchen and cooking, so why don't you do more videos like that? So I'm going to do that. And I want to say thank you to him for encouraging me to do this and always being so supportive. So anyway, the first crockpot meal, first of all, I love the crockpot because it's so easy to just dump and go and throw your stuff in your crockpot, and then 4 to 7 hours later, it's done. So the first crockpot meal I'm gonna make, which I really feel like you guys would like any time of the year, is chicken tortilla soup. Now, I got this recipe from my sister Lacey, so shout out to Lacey, but I have tweaked it a bit and made it my own, and I don't really have a set. I actually do. So anything I show you in this video is what you can follow to make the chicken tortilla soup, or you can make it the way that you want, add anything, take anything away, or you can go and look on the internet and find a specific recipe for chicken tortilla soup you like, but this is the way I like it. This is the way that my fiance loves it, and any other person that has tried it, they said they absolutely love it. So let's get on in. I'm going to be doing a voiceover because I did pre-film this video of me putting it together, and I did have kiddos here in the daycare that at my home I do an in-home daycare, so it's pretty loud with the kiddos, so I have to just do voiceovers when I have to. So we make things work. So I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you want to see more crockpot meals or cookie meals or anything like that, let me know down below. If you have any meals that you like, ideas that you think that I should try to make, leave it down below. I am going to be doing better at pinning things on my Pinterest and kind of decluttering it because it's a little chaotic right now, but I have a lot of really good recipes on there as well, so I'll try to link that down in the description. Anyway, let's get on into making some really good chicken tortilla soup. All right, like I was saying, this is one of my absolute favorite, easy to do crockpot recipes. I'm going to go in with some chicken breast. You can definitely weigh out your chicken breast if you want, but with me, I kind of just eyeball it. I knew I wanted to make a really good portion, good sized portion, because I wanted some for leftovers as well as some meal prep for my fiance. So I just go in with chicken breast. I guess you can go in with really any chicken you want, but I've always felt like chicken breast just worked the best for me. And I do want to recommend, if you don't have a Costco or a Sam's Club membership, definitely do so, because it is just so much more affordable buying chicken breast, frozen things, canned things in bulk, especially if you're going to be using the same things throughout the month. So I went in with a pretty good amount of chicken. And next up, I'm going to go in with some canned corn. I went in with 2 cans, and I do keep the water in there. Next up, I'm going to go in with 2 cans of Rotel, and I do keep the liquid in there as well. Then you can go in with any type of bean you want. I usually just do black beans, but we had these 3 bean blend we got from Costco as well, which I used, I'm pretty sure 2 or 3 cans, and I rinsed them out really well. And next we're going to go in with some chicken stock. I'm just going to use 1 full thing of this. If you are watching your calories and things like that, you can definitely go in with just some water and some of the chicken bouillon, I'm pretty sure it's called. But we had some of these, so I just used it. And again, with the liquid, you can really just see if you want it more soupy or not, if that makes sense. So cumin, there are a few things I'm going to tell you in this recipe you need. Cumin is definitely one of them. I sprinkle a good amount. Like I said, I really just eyeball these, and it always turns out really well. But cumin is definitely the one thing you need in this recipe. I'm going to use the Mrs. Dash salt-free onion and herb blend, and then just all these spices. Cilantro. One time I did add rice to this recipe, and I wasn't the biggest fan of how it made the rice kind of soggy-ish, but Matt didn't mind it much. I'm going to go with some taco seasoning. This is not something that I usually do, but I just wanted to this day, and y'all, I highly recommend adding some taco seasoning because it just like amped up this recipe. I'm going to go in with some parsley, of course, and I'm pretty sure a little bit of garlic and a little bit of onion. I don't add salt. You can add salt, but with my blood pressure, I am trying to not have as much salt throughout the day. And with all of these seasonings, I really don't feel like you need salt. But like I said, you can add in any kind of seasoning you want. Now, I'm going to show you guys the second ingredient that you have to have for this recipe, and it is lime juice. You squeeze a lot of this sucker, like just squeeze away like you see. You got to have lime juice for chicken tortilla soup, or it does not taste like chicken tortilla soup. I'm telling you, one time Matt made it and he's just like, why does this taste different? And I'm like, did you put lime in it? And he's like, no. So you got to have lime juice for chicken tortilla soup, and cumin, however you want to say that. That's what makes this recipe just taste the best, I feel like. And I have made this probably over 100 times. So let me tell you, this is the way to make it. You can, like I said, you can add really whatever you want to it. I do a good mix, and then I'm going to put the lid on it. And I put the lid on it and cook it on high for probably about 6 to 7 hours. It might possibly be done before then, but this is something I like to put on in the morning, and then probably by 4 or 5 o'clock, 5 or 6 o'clock actually, then it's done. I wanted a bit more soupy, so I added a little bit more water, and I shut that, and like I said, I put it on high, and I let it cook for a good 6 to 7 hours. All right, so here's what the soup looks like dished out, and the chicken shredded. Y'all, this is such a hearty soup. I love it so much. I like to add the hint of lime chips on top with some sour cream and an avocado. These chips right here are the bomb on top of it, but you can really add any type of chip you want, or you don't have to have any chip on top at all, but I just think it makes it taste a little bit better. I added some sour cream and some cheese, like I mentioned, and this soup is just delish. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'm so excited to continue to make these videos and show you guys some really yummy, just heart-happy foods, and thank you so much for watching.